Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. In this video, I'm going to be talking about delayed gratification, happiness basically, how happiness works or how anything works in this life. Um, when we are wanting to be happy right now, when we want this instant gratification, when we want this immediate happiness, what we're doing is often many times, not always, but many times, we are letting go of the ultimate happiness. We are looking at it short term but not long term, and the short term happiness can often, not always, often be something that is a hindrance to long term happiness. And when we want long term happiness, many times we have to go through short term unhappiness in order to get to the long term happiness. So, for us to be, that's delayed gratification. There was a study also done with kids where I'm not remembering the details of it. I'm sure many of you know this story, where kids were given candy and they were said, if you have it right now, you can have one, but if you have it a week from now, you can have two. Many kids chose the one right now. Some kids chose the one that delayed gratification. They had two at the end of the week, and the kids who had two at the end of the week were the ones who did better in life in general, because they had this understanding that it's better to hold out. Even if in the moment you get more unhappiness, it's better to hold out. So when we are chasing after right now happiness all the time, then we are many times not doing what we need to do. We're not doing the right thing, which may cause the temporary unhappiness in order to get to the long term happiness. And this works with trust as well. I was having a conversation with some friends yesterday, and we were talking about how this one person lied on her dating profile to say, I live here, where she actually lived 3 hours away. And the person she is ended up with now, she's married to that person. He was, he was told that she lives right there where he was, but then it turned out that she lived 3 hours away. He found out later. They worked through it. But I was like, this kind of lies represent the way the person feels, the way the person handles situation. If you handle the situation with the truth, then if you say immediately, hey, I live this far, or whatever, and then you let the chips fall where they may, then you are immediately feeling unhappy, but you are being open. You're creating something more real to be happier at the end. You're building trust in a deeper way than you do when you're doing this. So it's okay, of course, people are human beings. They make mistakes, and you forgive. And so if it's a one-off thing or one-time thing, that's a different thing. But many times it's not a one-off thing. Many times people will, this is how they will be. This is where their current level of consciousness is, or this is where the current level of inner strength is, where they're like, okay, if there's a difficult situation, I will take the easy way out. So happiness, real true happiness, real true trust, real true, if you're following a diet, you'll feel unhappy in the moment to follow the diet, but then overall, you lose that weight, or you heal that thing, or whatever it is that you'll do. The real happiness, real power comes from being willing to go through temporary unhappiness in order to get long term happiness. Okay, that is all for this video. See you in the next video. Wish you a day filled with personal spiritual growth. Radhe Radhe.